Okay, the first card you have for your past is the Two of Swords. Okay, so already I have to say this is quite heavy, has a very heavy feel, this reading. And you've got the Devil, all that kind of thing. So, okay. This card can be about being in two minds. It can be about, going backwards and forwards with these two swords. Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? I don't know which decision to make, all that kind of thing. I'm getting a few different things here. It feels very mixed. Very, very, it feels like a lot of things. You know what it feels like? It feels like a tight ball of string, and all the things are kind of all packed in with this ball of string. And to be able to make a decision, you're going to have to unravel the string and kind of get to the middle, and it's really hard. That's the kind of thing I'm getting there. Okay, so I'm getting a relationship, and I'm getting practical problems around that as well. And they're all kind of mixed in. Very difficult to unpack. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you try and solve that, and that creates that one over there, and then you try and solve that problem and creates that one over there. All of that kind of thing. Now, it feels to me like you were kind of sort of about to move on from someone. But you're in two minds. You're in two minds, like this woman in this card. And I think part of you was a little bit like, well, maybe it's nothing. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's all right. But then I think deep down you knew, your instincts knew something wasn't right with this person. Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting half a person. Only getting half of them. So maybe they're only spending half their time with you, and you were wondering what was happening with them in the other half of the time. And I think when you asked them, when you said, what are you doing? What's happening? You're kind of getting these answers like, oh, it's nothing, I'm busy. Why are you suspecting this? Why are you suspecting me? Why are you suspicious of me? So it's like they turned it around onto you. And then you were doubting yourself. And that's when you get back to this, oh, maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. And then it would go around in a circle again, and you'd be going, no, actually, I'm right. My instincts are right. That's what I'm getting. So, the first thing I want to say is, never doubt your instincts. Always trust your instincts. They're a gift to you. Everyone has them. And they're your map. They're showing you what you need to do. They're showing you where you need to go. And they're showing you what you need to avoid as well. And when your instincts come and tell you the truth, even if it hurts, even if it doesn't feel good to you, they're there for you. They're your guide. It's like they're your guide dog. Your instincts are. So, if this is you, if this is making sense to you, I'm not sure where you are or what stage you're at with this yet. You might be through this already. I hope you are, but it does feel quite immediate to me. But yeah, it feels like you're trying to navigate your way out of this. There are a lot of practical things, I think, that are keeping you there as well around the situation. Yeah, you've still, and also on top of that, you've got this, should I stay? Should I go? Should I believe them? Or should I follow my instincts? I don't know. And then I've got these practical things. And if I leave them, then I have to sort out this and that and this and all that kind of thing. So it's a very, very complicated situation, I think, very difficult. That's what I'm getting now. I hope that makes sense. It was very hard to kind of articulate that. Okay, so the next card you have your past, the Page of Wands. So, yeah, I love this page because he's looking for a way into something, or in your case, it might be out of something. Because he's looking at the top of this wand and he's kind of thinking, can I reach up to the top? He's a bit shorter and he's like, can I get up there? Can I get there? Can I get to where I want to go? That's kind of what he's thinking. And if you want to get out of this, if you truly do want to get out of this, you absolutely can. You can. But it really feels like someone's leading you to believe something. This person who you're in two minds about. A love connection, obviously. They're trying to tell you something. They're trying to get you to believe things, that they're doing the right thing, that they're doing nothing wrong. But your instincts are telling you something else. So I think if this is you, I think you should at least try and get away from them for a while, even if it's temporary, because it feels to me as if you might not quite be ready emotionally to leave right now because you're still in the middle of this big, difficult situation. But I think you need to get this person's voice out of your head, because it's going against your instincts. And I think that voice might be stopping you from thinking clearly as well. And if you're going to make the right decisions for yourself, your head needs to be clear first. That's the only way you can start. Getting a clear head and then seeing the reality. So try and get away from them for a while, even if it's just temporary. If it's too difficult to think about leaving totally right now, get a weekend away, get a day away or something, and get your head clear and get some good thoughts in there and let your instincts come through. Okay, so the last card you have, your past, the Empress. I love this beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, okay, yeah, this is what, yeah. Okay, a few things here. Very mixed, still very mixed up. So yeah, I think you're struggling to make a decision, and I can see why. There are a lot of reasons why. One of them, again, is this love connection, this person trying to get you to believe things. And you're kind of in the middle of this again with these two swords in the Two of Swords. Okay, there's someone you're missing here. There's someone you're really missing here. A woman, I think, which is what the Empress is, obviously, and a mother, which is what the Empress is as well. So it might be your mother that you're missing, or it might be someone that you miss who happens to be a mother. This is someone who gave you a lot of support. And there's some kind of distance there, I think. You know, you're not able to see them. I don't know why that is. Yeah, it might even be that they're not on this earth, actually. I don't want to upset anyone, but it might be that, because it feels very beautiful, very feminine, very serene, and it feels like this very serene presence is watching over you. And yeah, they're watching over you and they're caring from you, and they're at a distance. They're at this distance and they're watching you. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't want to upset anyone, but that's what I'm seeing. This female presence watching over you and caring for you. And with this card, and I'm just looking at this and I'm looking at the Two of Swords at the same time, because I was talking about that. So I think if this woman was around you right now, or at this time, I think she would have been able to talk to you. She would have been able to comfort you, definitely, like this beautiful Empress. And she would have been able to give you another side of things as well, another view of things. And I think that's a big, big thing you were missing. You were missing the comfort of this woman, and you were missing this other point of view. Because I think this woman used to give you a lot of advice. She used to help you and used to come to her for help and things like that. So, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to talk to her for some reason. She's not around. All I can see is that she loves you. I can really, really feel that. But see if you could find someone else who you can trust, who you can talk to, someone who might be able to fulfill the role of, carer, advice giver. You won't be able to replace this very, very special, very beautiful woman who's in your heart. And you don't want to. Of course, you don't want to do that. But if this is you do need someone who's outside of the situation with a different point of view, an objective point of view, someone who's caring as well to help you and step in. So see if you can find someone, see if you can think of someone you can trust who might be able to take that role over for you while you're in this situation. Yeah, I hope this isn't too confusing. It's really, really heavy. I'm picking up with this really heavy situation here. I'm probably slurring my words as well as I'm speaking, because it's very heavy, very difficult. And it's almost like you're drowning, you're trying to get out of this, you don't know if you can, you're in two minds. And that's how I'm getting it. It's this, when you're walking through water and it's really, really heavy and you can't do that quickly. That's how I'm feeling. And so that's why my words are probably a bit messed up. But I'm trying to get through this as I can. I'm trying to get this out because someone needs to hear this message. Someone's in a bad situation and their instincts are telling them to get out, but they're not. So that's what I'm seeing. So if this is you, yeah, try and get some support to help you to get out. Okay. All right. So the first card you have, your presence, the Magician. Yeah. So this is a really, really fantastic card. It has two sides. I'm seeing a few different things here. The first thing I'm seeing is remember who you are. If this person makes you feel down, if they make you question yourself, You're not how they make you feel. You're not how this person makes you feel. You're in charge of yourself. You're in charge of your life. I felt as if I had to say that. Something made me say that. Now, okay, if this is all making sense, if this is about you, okay, there are two sides to the magician. One side is, someone who manifests things. They can do things. They've got all the tools. They use their mind to manifest what they want. The other side of the magician is someone who's tricky, someone who does tricks. If you think about a traditional style magician and how they operate, they're up on stage showing the audience a lot of tricks, and they're entertaining and all that. But the way they perform is to hide things from people so that they can trick them. So if you're still involved with this person, something's being hidden. Something's being hidden behind their back. I can see that really clearly. And if what I was seeing in the Two of Swords is correct, there's a trick there. You're being tricked. They're hiding something behind their back because your instincts were telling you that. You were asking them about that. Yeah, this is a really serious issue. Someone's going through this serious issue. That's what I'm seeing again. Now, I think you might be being tricked, and I think you're suspicious. I think you know that something's going on. And again, you're getting half a person, or you were. I keep on seeing that. This is very, very clear to me. And if I see things, I say. If you're getting half a person, if they're only with you half the time and you don't know where they are in the other half of the time, where's the other half of this person spending their time? That's what you have to ask yourself. And something's happening behind your back. It is, or it was. And just like the magician hides tricks behind his back. Yeah, okay, so this whole reading so far has been really specific, I know. And I'm not saying every Aquarius person has someone playing around behind their backs. If this isn't for you, that's fantastic. But if it is, this is the reality you need to hear. It's harsh, I know, but it's the reality. Now, if you're still in two minds, maybe you are, maybe you're not, something's going to come out. That's what I'm saying. Something's going to come out, and it's going to catch them out. It's going to be really clear to you. The magician's going to play one last trick, and it's not going to work. They're going to try to get away with something one last time, and it's not going to work. And you're going to be able to see what's behind this. You're going to have the evidence behind you. So if this is you, and if you haven't made up your mind yet, you're going to make up your mind when this comes out. You might make up your mind before that, but the evidence is going to be like, okay, that really sums it all up for me. Now that I've got the evidence, I know for sure, I know 100%. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I know that's blunt, but I just have to tell you what I'm seeing. Okay. The next card you have your presence, the Four of Cups. Okay, so before I get into this, just another thing about the magician. You need to be the magician. The good side of the magician, the positive side, the one that manifests things, the one that makes things happen. It feels like you're focusing on them and whether they're telling the truth, whether they're lying, where they are, what they're doing. And I can totally understand why you're doing that. I've been in situations where I've been cheated on and I was totally obsessed with where they were, who they were talking to, all that kind of thing. But the thing is, your instincts are telling you something, and you have all the tools in front of you, and you have your mind to know where you need to go. And I think you're asking the wrong person for the answers. If you're asking them, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you? And all that kind of thing. They're not going to give you the right answers. They're giving you all these silly answers, and they're throwing it back on you, like the man in this card. You're trying to hold your cup out, and you're trying to say, I want to have an honest conversation with you. I love you. I want to talk to you. I want to know what the truth is. And he's crossing his arms. He's saying, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. So try to stop asking them for the answers, because you're not going to get them from this person. You're going to get them from yourself. You're going to get the right answers from yourself, from your own instincts. You know what's going on. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Okay, so now you've got the devil. Okay, here it is. Right, okay, so if this is all resonating, again, I can't see where you are in this situation. You might be out of this already. I really, really hope you are, because I think on the other side of this horrible situation, there's freedom there. That's on the other side of this. So just know that you can get there, and it looks good on the other side if you're not out of this yet. Okay, so I hate this, but I've got to tell you what I'm seeing. This is what they're hiding behind their back. There's a third party here. I can't make this look any other way. That's what it is. So here's this devil. I'm going to lift it up. I know you probably don't want to see the devil, but I'm going to lift him up so you can see. Horrible devil. Now, it's not that they're totally evil. They can be really nice, actually. They can be really charming. And that's what keeps people chained. The nice bits are what keeps people chained. You know, the devil's always really, really charming. Okay, I'm getting this word amazing. Amazing. Maybe they called you amazing. Maybe they said, oh, you're so amazing. Anyway, that's an illustration of being really charming. Oh, you're so wonderful, you're amazing, whatever. You know, they're like that until they get what they want, until they get where they want to be. So yeah, there's someone else who was or is connected to this person in a romantic way, as far as they can be. Now, these two people, these two poor people that are chained to this horrible devil, they could get away. If they wanted to, they could get away. The chains around their necks, they're loose. So it's only the words, it's only the charm that's keeping them there. They've got someone else with them. They've got someone else chained to them, not literally, well, I hope not. But they're chained emotionally. This third party's chained to them emotionally. Don't be like them. Don't be a part of this third party. If this is you, lift the chains off and walk away. Because once the devil stops having an emotional and, you know, a psychological hold on people, once people stop feeling afraid of getting away, and that's what I'm getting here, you're afraid of moving away. You're afraid of what's next. You're afraid of what's coming up for you. There's that as well. But once people stop feeling afraid of getting away and being by themselves, he doesn't have any power over anyone. So this person has no power over your mind. This person has no power over you. The only person who has the power is you. You can get out and you can move away. Again, heavy reading. This is so heavy. And if this is exhausting for me, it must be ridiculously exhausting for you, if this is you. Okay, there's one more thing I'm seeing here. And I have to point this out to you. I was seeing something being revealed to you in The Magician, and there's a black box on this card. They're chained to the box. They're not actually chained to the devil. They're chained to this box that this devil's sitting on. It's a black box, and we can't see what's in the box. We can't see what's in there. But something's going to be revealed to you. Something's coming out of that box. And just look at this. Look at the shape of this box. It looks a bit like a phone that's turned off with a blank screen. You know, when a phone's turned off and it just looks blank, looks black. I've never seen that in this card before. So I think you're going to see something that's revealed to you, and it's going to be on a phone. So it might be a message, could be anything, could be a picture, might be on your phone, might be on their phone, I don't know. But that's what I'm getting. I think that's how it's going to be revealed to you. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh, very heavy. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, another message here. This is another message. If you're in any kind of danger, or if you feel like you're afraid of causing drama with them, or if you're afraid of things escalating, or even if you're afraid of getting out, you're afraid of what's to come in front of you. Because I was seeing a lot of practical problems, logistical problems, other kinds of problems, lots and lots of things, all kind of squashed into this ball of string, and it's really hard to unravel the string. So, you know, it might be that you're thinking of moving yourself out, but maybe you don't want to make things worse or escalate things with them. They might be difficult because they're coming up as the devil. So try and do things really slowly, really, really carefully. And look for all the support you can get, with people you can trust. And I think it's especially hard for you, I think, because I keep on seeing this woman, this support that you used to have, but you don't have her now. You don't have her now. You feel as if you don't have her now, but this is what I'm seeing. You do have her now because she's watching over you. She loves you. This woman loves you. And if you're in this really difficult position right now, just imagine this woman watching over you. She's watching over you. Imagine her being proud of you, because she is proud of you. You can absolutely do this. If you do this slowly, if you do this carefully, get as much support around you as you can. Try and save up as much money as you can as well if you need to, like this man on this card. And yeah, look at this man again. He has his back to where he used to be. So you can turn your back on this. You can turn your back on this devil and you can move forwards. Just one more thing. If you're in a violent situation, or if you're in any kind of abusive situation, it doesn't have to be violent. It could be mental abuse, could be anything, emotional. And if you're afraid, call the police or call someone, a helpline or something like that. If someone's listening to this, and if you have the emergency numbers on you or whatever the numbers are over there, especially in the US, because most of my subscribers come from there, could someone post those numbers in the comments, please? Just in case someone needs them, because I'm getting this feeling that someone might need the emergency numbers. That's just what I'm picking up there. So if someone can do that, that'd be really good. Okay, so I'll move on to the next card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, I'm really happy to see this here, because this is going to be about turning your life around, turning things around with this wheel. And the High Priestess is here as well, which is another really beautiful, positive card. So again, if you're in this position now, just know things can absolutely turn around for you. So, okay, so the first thing is, this is what I'm seeing you need to do if you're really, really stuck in this situation. The first thing is to acknowledge the situation. Trust your own instincts. They're absolutely right. What someone tells you versus your instincts. If your instincts are opposing what someone's telling you, your instincts are right. So just know that. The second thing is to plan. Plan things out really, really carefully. I keep on seeing these logistical problems, but you can absolutely do this. Write things down, make lists. Look at the characters in the corner of this card. They've all got books, so get a notebook, use a notebook, write down everything you need to, just as it comes into your mind. Things might come randomly into your mind. Just list them all in this notebook. Write down your goals as well, where you want to be, where you want to go, where you see yourself. Get your support system in place, and then do things one step at a time, very, very carefully, very slowly. If you look at the wheel, I'm saying slowly because if you look at the wheel on this card, it looks a bit like a ship's steering wheel. And yeah, if this is you, and if you put all this into action, into place, all this into action, you're about to completely turn your life away from this devil and into a new direction. It's going to happen really slowly, but it's going to happen again with the steering wheel, the ship's steering wheel. When you turn a ship around, it takes time, but it happens. It gets there slowly. And with the High Priestess, if you're dealing with someone who's a bit like the devil character, and again, I'm not saying they're totally like the devil, but there's definitely manipulation here. I'm seeing third parties, and I'm seeing someone who tries to confuse you. And I'm also seeing a fear of leaving. So all of that says to me some kind of abuse or manipulation or something like that. That's what it all says. And you've got the devil as well. So the High Priestess sits on her own. She sits quietly. She's very serene. If you've ever heard of the term grey rock, that's how you might have to be. That's how you might have to act for a while. So try not to react to things. Try and keep everything to yourself until you're ready to move forward. Don't show them what you're doing. Don't say, oh, I'm going to leave. I'm going to do this. Don't provoke. Don't do anything. Just keep yourself safe until you're ready. I just want to say one last thing about this reading. I know this was all about this one specific situation. I feel as if I was just throwing all the messages out to someone who needs to hear them, just getting it all out. So I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know if it didn't make sense. I don't know, but I had to get them all out. As soon as they came in, I just got them out. So If it didn't resonate with you, I'm actually glad, because that means you're safe. That means you're okay.